there still room to grow in Shopee and Lazada? I have a lot of students and sellers that telling me that 2022, 2023, their sales dropped drastically as compared to pre-COVID or during the COVID seasons. I think that is very predictable because everyone has gone back to offline to make their purchases. But in my opinion, Malaysia, we still have room to grow in terms of e-commerce industry. Why do I say that? Because I thought that, number one, our internet banking penetration rate is still relatively low. So some of the buyers from perhaps tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, they are still not able, or they are still doesn't have internet banking. That is the reason why Shopee and Lazada introduced COD for some of the people that from those kind of area will be able to make their transaction on e-commerce marketplaces. That's number one. And number two, I think that Malaysia sellers are less competitive as compared to China seller. So if we go to Taobao and see, those sellers, their description, their videos, their explanations, their demonstrations for their products is incredible. But when we look at Malaysia, some of the sellers doesn't even have description, picture in their product, and that's number two. Number three, internet usage. Our elderly is still relatively lower as compared to Korea or China or some of the tier 1 cities in the world. So I actually have a Korean partner. He told me that every single day his mom will receive at least 2 to 3 parcels from e-commerce marketplaces. As compared to Malaysia, my mom is only less than 60 years old, but she doesn't know how to even utilize e-commerce platform like Lazada and Shopee. So I think this demographic and this group of people, there are still potential to become the buyer of e-commerce marketplaces. Based on these 3 points and reasons, I think that Malaysia will still have a lot of room to grow in terms of the e-commerce space.
Follow and subscribe to my channel.